Alright, hello friends. We are here for my very first March of the Machine draft. And yeah, we're going to see if this daily draft thing is going to be a thing. I'm going to take a look, see what we have here. And yeah, Jingataxias. It's going to take me some time to read cards at the beginning here. Render Inert's quite good. Streetwise Negotiator. This is literally my first draft in the set. I'm going to be finding things out with the rest of you. This card seems great. Non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater. 5 mana, 5/5. Returns all non-Phyrexian creatures to their owner's hands. Yeah, we're just gonna, when in doubt, we're gonna go. Captain Lannery Storm is sweet. We're gonna go with Jingataxias and see what's up. Alright, Dispersal's the bounce spell. Gain 4, draw a card, makes an angel. That seems great. Final Flourish is excellent. Good removal. Man, this is gonna be a lot, isn't it? Can't go wrong with good removal, so let's take Final Flourish. This card is quite good. Gives you extra creatures. That thing looks strong. Yeah. I do like dragons. Rat is also great. Love red-green. Temporal Cleansing is the Tuck spell. It's the Hexproof Trick guy. The kind of bad. Pacifism. Alright, let's take Thallid. Gives us Saprolings to do with our Final Flourish. I think this 3/4 Thunderhead Squadron is going criminally underrated. Cut short is fine. Revelation's the discard spell. When in doubt, take big flyers. Oh, this card's great. Okay, that Scob is the one that puts things back on top. Into the Fire. 3 mana, sorcery, Pyroclasm. Or Rummage a lot. Okay, yeah, the Flanking Knight. Dies and drains people. We're just going to take Phyrexian Gargantua. That card's great. Lots of value. I think Inga's quite good. Oracle is draw 1, discard. Hill Giant Scry 3 dies if 3 or more creatures died this turn. And this thing's a 5 mana 3/5. ETB drains, or it interacts with battles. Okay. Another Blight Reaper Thallid. I think that card is just very, very good. 3 mana turns into a 3/3. You get a Saproling, and then you get another Saproling when it dies. That's the Essence Scatter kind of card. Creature or battle. Unless they pay 4, that's the bounce. Here's another Thunderhead Squadron. I think I'm going to veer toward the low drop here. It's also an uncommon. Pick 8. So the discard spell. I think Temporal Cleansing is actually quite good. Nice removal spell. You can cast with Convoke. It's going to go well with my Thallids. Render Inert on the wheel seems great. I think that card is actually quite good. It always replaces itself. You can transform battles. Not that I have any battles, but we might. Also kills the Phyrexian Incubate tokens. Stasis Field I feel is pretty bad. Essence is fine. Nulla Ferrata, huh? That's the Trixie Hexproof guy. Take this conversion card. Blue-black is a mill theme, so we'll see if this can be helpful. Only have one flyer so far. What does this card do? Seems terrible. This card also seems terrible. That card's probably playable. Oh, I think that's probably pretty good. My tier list says A+. Let's find out what she does. 5 mana, 4/5 menace. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. Then it gets flipped and does horrible, horrible things to the opponent. That card is an actual ridiculous knockout bomb. Yeah, that I have 2 Praetors that turn into sagas here. That's that's a pretty good start for a draft. Uh. Non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater. So all of those like Temporal Cleansing, all of those larger Convoke spells are going to be super great for us. I didn't even look at the rest of the pack. Rampaging Raptor is also absolute beating. What is this thing? 4 mana, 4/4. Creature tokens have haste. So this is the blue-red. Each other token. Oh, wow. So get yourself a dragon token, and then that thing goes wild. There's another Temporal Cleansing. Goes great with my Jin-Gitaxias and my Blight Reaper Thallids. I think I'm just going to take Temporal Cleansing quite highly here now that I have the cards that I have. Yeah, I think that card's actually pretty close to just removal. At some point, I do have to take creatures to actually kill my opponents with. But I guess we'll get to that in due time. What's this? Oh, this is the cool Omnath. The 5 mana Omnath. I don't think I'm doing anything that crazy. The Preening Champion is great. Speaking of things to kill people with. Moment of Truth is the Impulse. Yeah, top 3. This is the Bounce. I think that card's not very good. Because, like, you bounce the thing, but if you're behind, like, you bounce the thing, they replay it. Unless you can flip this card, seems super not great. Whenever you gain life, it's a sack outlet in black-green. Seems pretty good. Yeah, this is the signpost green-white. Tokens go crazy card. Yeah, Preening Champion out of a pack with not a lot else for us. This card is totally fine. Good defense early, turns into a 3/3 that can battle. I can sacrifice things for Incubate 3. Seems pretty good. 1/1 lifelink, and then Incubate 2s out of the graveyard. I don't have a ton of graveyard stuff. I'm just going to take Captive Weird here. Keep myself alive long enough to get to some of these ridiculous bombs. Card doesn't seem very good. The rat is good. Oh, Kite Sail reprint. So I'm not seeing a ton of blue and black coming from this other direction. So I'm glad I opened something good. Alright, we have a negate. We have some green cards. We have the discard spell, which I don't think is very good. Creature or enchantment for 6 mana. So this is best of 1. So unfortunately the negate doesn't seem very good. I guess I'll take this discard spell and hope not to play it. So there's another Convoke card for Jin-Gitaxias, but there's another Preening Champion. I think that card is just great. Got a couple 2-drops. Yeah, I'm just going to take Preening Champion here. So 1/3s were pretty good in the last format, but I don't know how good they're going to be here. 3 mana for a 3/3. Okay. Does Jin-Gitaxias say... Yeah, 3 or greater. Okay, alright. Yargle. Yargle, Yargle. Counter target creature or battle. Am I playing this 2/2 lifelink guy? Backup 1. Backup 1, I can put it on the Preening Champions. They become 3/3 flyers. Take a 2-drop. Take an uncommon I'm probably not going to play. I mean, Convoke draw 2. Again, with our Thalids and stuff, might be fine. The toughest part for me when I'm approaching a new limited format is just figuring out. I think that card's good too. We're just always going to have a bajillion playables here. Atris is really good. That's the one where they make miniature factor fiction piles. What else do we have in this pack? Another Thunderhead Squadron. Might get that on the wheel. This is the red and green sideboard card. That's Hazoret kicking everybody's butt. Oh, this is the one. Yeah. Ichor Shade gets bigger and bigger. That's the draw 2. Dismal Backwater also might get that on the wheel. I think we're just taking Atros here, but there's a number of things that we could wheel here that would be good. Building this deck is going to be tough. I have 24 playables, and we're right at the beginning of pack 3. Although maybe this Maybe this pack doesn't help. Look at all these delicious green and red cards, my friends. This guy also has life link. Just puts one into the graveyard. This pack makes me so sad. I guess in case I need more creatures. Baral is a thing. Some Marshall in the pack. Oh, okay, there's a Vanquish the Weak. We're just going to take that. Triggers our Jin-Gitaxias. It's just good removal. Vanquish the Weak is always basically fine. Just run another squadron here. Attach it to target creature. Oh, okay. It's a little combat trick. Indestructible, +1/+0. I mean, that card seems kind of fine. I have multiple Breeding Champions and multiple Blight Reaper Thalids, so I'm just looking for Convoke cards mostly. Another Render Inert. Menace. Okay. Man, I have to make a lot of cuts here. Just gonna take some creatures on curve to make sure that I have like actually a deck here when we get to the build. The card's actually probably pretty good in our deck. We have the Thalids and random elemental tokens. Another Captive Weird is fine. Unseal is a card I would take if we were playing best of 3. Because then if we're super grindy, we can sideboard that in. Breach the Multiverse. 7 mana sorcery, mills 10 for each player. Oh, wow. Each player mills 10, and you get to put something from each player's graveyard in. Here's a Swamp Cycle guy. I think having one or two of the land cycle guys in your deck is just always going to be a good thing. There's the Shade. We're not going to splash anything, but we'll take that anyway. I can't believe Marshall is going this late. Literally nobody in the pod is on that deck. Seems crazy to me. 3 mana, 3/3, and it becomes a 4/4 vigilance whenever there's another night. That card seems great. Back up one Tava thing. I might play this. I might play this. What the I literally have 34 playables. What, like... Holy Stromboli. This format is really going to be something. Okay. Wow. So mostly I have to cut bad creatures. What am I doing? I'm lost in the sauce here. Alright, so... These guys are not great. This card seems fine. I wish I got just a million more Nizumi informants. This card seems kind of bad, which makes this card less good. So we have 20 creatures in the deck still. Why does it not feel like we have 20 creatures in the deck? I guess we have these. Yeah. So this is Land Cycler. These are like hopefully 5-drops basically. These are basically creatures. Ichor Shade is like fine but not exciting. I feel like that's more for a tempo attack you kind of deck. I'm not really doing that much sacrifice stuff, so I feel like these Ichor Shades might not be great. What am I doing? I'm putting out bodies that make multiple bodies, casting 3/4 flyers, casting removal spells, casting bombs. I can't tell if this card is good or not. I feel like this card is good. Like, it's basically a 3-mana 3/3 draw card that you have to pay 2 to actually turn it on. Like, if you're getting run over, that card's going to be terrible. But if you're not getting run over, card's probably great. Definitely on 17 lands here. Let's cut the shades. Where does that put us? That's not what I want. Down to 17 creatures. We can cut one squadron. I don't think I'm cutting Inga or Atris. Is it just Etch Familiar? Maybe I'll cut one of these Eyes of Cataxius, but then they're awfully good with Jin-Gataxius. So I'm not really doing sacrifice stuff, so I'm going to cut this card. And we're just going to cut one of these. Well, what does this card do? 3-mana 3/3. I want to make sure I have some creatures to cast early so I don't just get run over trying to do cute things. Alright, we'll cut one of these because it could be a little clunky. Alright, friends. That was that was a heck of a build. Let's see how it goes. Our very first March of the Machine draft. So I'm going to be trying to do this kind of daily. That's my goal. We have a low drop, we have a removal spell, we have one of our flyers. This all seems great. Hello. Blue green. Is he gonna counter it? Oh my gosh. Chew the hell out of here. We're just not even gonna mess with that. That card is a certified bomb. Oracle of Tragedy. I think this card is actually probably pretty good. There's a fair amount. Wait, what? Okay, shuffle them, not put it on top. Mana value 3 or greater. Interesting. Interesting. So this is 6 to start with. A face down pile and a face up pile. Two lands or whatever that is. I don't really need two lands. He got me. The perfect Fact or Fiction pile is 5 lands, right? Isn't that what they say? Top 3, hand, graveyard, library. So we have a draw 2, we have a big flyer. So we want to get our big flyer online. So next turn, see if we have an attack with Atris. Then probably we play Thunderhead Squadron. Can also transform this for 3 mana. What does this thing do? Scry 3. Get a land or dual-faced card. And then it turns into a 4/4 trample ward 2. Yeesh. Thing's big. I don't like that at all. 1 top, 2 bottom. Draws Invasion of Zendikar. Get a bunch of lands. Alright, so we've kind of got to turn the corner on this guy. Flywheel Racer. That's a vehicle. Crew 1, 3/2 Vigilance. And it can make mana if it's a creature. Interesting. Send 3, make a flyer. Search your library for 2 basics. So this is just veggies on the front side. And then on the back, it's a giant monster. So this is 7 mana to actually play it. He's got backup too. Goodness gracious. So I can just go Thallid into Inga here. Probably Inga into Thallid. I'll take the Scry first. But we're also just beating down for 6 damage. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just going to keep playing stuff out and, like, try to flood the board. If I transform this, then I'm sending 9. Then I have 3 mana open. No, I'm just going to... We're just going to get in for 6 here, play 2 more creatures. Make sure we have blockers for these battles. Just try to run this guy over. My cat is singing. Scry 3, let's find Shieldred. I think that sounds great. Yeah, all of this sounds great. I like all of this. So OP is just trying to ramp to giant monsters. So we need to get him dead before that happens. So next turn we're going to have Shieldred. Enters the battlefield. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker. So literally just 1/8/7s. We probably just kill him. 6 mana. So if he plays a giant monster here, he did not play a giant monster here. He's not attacking these battles. I think I like our deck, friends. Unfortunately, 1 mana short of being able to Meeting of the Minds. Meeting of Minds seems great. It's just often going to be a very cheap draw two. How much is it? Is 3 mana to transform this guy? Yeah. OP is deep in the tank, thinking about his loot. So this card, when it dies, draw 3 cards if 3 or more creatures die this turn. So mostly this is just a Hill Giant Scry 3. Because I feel like that other clause is not going to happen that often. Does he have a counterspell here? Nope. Oh, he gets to loot again when it dies. Aha! Yes, yes, yes. So 1, 2, 3. So if I leave one creature back, I can leave this guy back. He doesn't really attack well here. Then I can draw 2. Yep. Beatdowns. And then this, 5 mana, I can flip it. For each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature. So just kill something. Okay, I'm not going to get to do any of that because he has Deadly Derision. That's fine. I already got some value. Oh, I forgot! Forgot to draw 2. I suck at Magic. So he created this thing and then didn't block? Okay. Okay, so that's what he's trying to do. I think he's still dead. He makes 2. Wow. So I just pay me 3 mana to transform that, 3 mana to transform that, and then just kill him, I think. I just attack with 4 3-power creatures, one of which has menace. GG's. Well, that was a sweet first game. I've heard people say that this format feels a bit like cube drafting, and I think I can see what they're talking about. It seems insanely high powered. It seems like you've just got crazy cards everywhere. Convoke feels like cheating. Everything has value. It seems sweet. Format seems sweet. If I had to guess, I would say that I'm really gonna enjoy playing red green decks and just knocking people over. So this hand doesn't do anything until turn 4, which I don't think is something we can do basically ever. This hand is much better. Um, we have lots of strong cards in our deck. I don't think we need to cling to this Gargantua. So it's 3 mana, turns into a 3/3. When you get to play the top card too. Card seems great. Nice 1/1 Death Touch. Mine makes you pitch a card. Well, half a card. Should have attacked before I played that. Playing loose here. plane cycling. This card seems insane. 6 mana 3/4. They're just 1/8/7 something like. Just playing blue black beatdown here. That's a sorcery. Okay. Yeah. Uh so he has lifelink this turn. This is a 2/2 lifelink in general. I think I don't care about this. Is this an instant? This is an instant. He gets to keep the canner forever. Yeah, let's just beat down. Got another removal spell, so if he continues to try to race us, I think we're in good shape. Got lots of strong draws to draw to. Sure. Drawing lots of lands. So, oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for OP. I mean, we're flooding out here, so I'm just kind of spewing off to try to get him dead. Okay. I mean, that's still we're still doing stuff. All right, that was a beautiful draw. Not only does that represent a ton of damage, but we can get more lands out of here. If he just plays one creature here, we can just dies. So we attack in. He has to block here. He takes 2 damage, goes to 1. These 2 die. I think that's fine. That helps these 1/1 creatures that I've got floating around stay relevant. Okay, pacifism. Ah, the treasure gets the lifelink guy. No! Why? Oh, that's frustrating. 8, 9, 9 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spells. Ah, yep. Yep. What did he do? This is wild. That's magic, baby. Uh okay. Well, chump go to 5, maybe draw Shieldred. Alright, we'll play one more turn. Does Shieldred even do it? Yeah, Shield. Well, yeah, if I'm at 8, he doesn't play anything. So that's 6. This thing's huge. And he has a kill spell, Deadly Derision. Yeah, Final Flourish. Okay, GG's. I just floated out. That's fine. That's magic. Deck played great. We're also on the mulligan there, so. I liked all our cards. Opponent had mana troubles early and stumbled a bit, so like, the fact that we mulliganed and flooded, we just were barely unable to close the door before they got their feet under them. It's okay. It's getting dark. Is it raining? So this is the part of the video where I would edit it out if I, knew how to do that. So maybe I should learn how to do that. I mean, the set just came out today. Why are we waiting a full minute between matches? I don't understand. Here we go. Mortiche. Black lands and blue spells on the mulligan again. Alright, this is much better. Keep 6. We'll send a swamp. Keep the swamp cycler. See how it goes. If we draw lands, great, we keep it. If we don't, then we can cycle and maybe on turn 3. Opponent playing white cards. Render inert. I think some of the white decks have lots of incubate, but others do not. I should probably cut this card since I don't have any battles in my deck. That, yeah. Becomes blocked by. Give me cards, sir. I'll take 2 lands. The Zoom for me goes to the bin. That's fine. Is it -1/-1? Yeah, so this becomes a 2/1, so I can't block. He sends 3, I go to 14. Temporal Cleansing pretty good against transform creatures. He's invested 5 mana and 2 life into this thing. Does he put the backup on it? Yeah. So let's see. I definitely want to cleanse this turn. I played a land. So I could go Ink Eyes, tap everything, cleanse it. Or I could go Thallid, transform Thallid, cleanse it, which seems pretty good. Neither of those lines leaves me with a blocker. I could just clean cast the cleansing, send 5. But I do like deploying more things to the battlefield. That requires life. Let's lead with the scry. Scrying is good. Lands to the bottom, keep the draw 2. Send you away. Backup is really strong. Wrath. So we're going to transform this, and I think we're just going to hang back. Try to stabilize, draw cards. We're at quite a life differential here, so. Oh, geez. That card is enormous. So we have to cleanse this or we're just dead. Can we Jin Cataxius and then cleanse it? So 5, that leaves me 1. And then 3 more creatures. Yeah, okay. I mean, we'll try to claw back into this game. I'm going to have to start attacking, though, because otherwise this thing's just going to kill me. 1, 2, 3, 4. He gets to tap something when he attacks. He's got 3 attackers. He taps Jin Gataxius. Ward just happens on spells, right? No, spell or ability. I had a land drop. Oh, I just drew that land drop. Okay. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. So I would draw 3, and then chapter 2 returns all creatures. So 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So that's 4. Oh, I'm just dead. Okay, GG's. Man, just a little bit on the back foot there. Render Inert was a big problem. That card just was a stone blank. So we need to find a replacement for that. Without battles in your deck, that card becomes much worse. Let's take this pseudo removal spell instead. We have the discard spell, counter spell. Okay, I think we're fine. A little unfortunate, but we're learning. Maybe I'm not supposed to trade life earlier in that game and just try to sit back and stabilize. Because I've got the Praetors and other big, powerful things to do late. Just focus on staying alive. I'm going to take another look after this game, too. Um, maybe we play the other 1/3 defender. Although paying 2 life to flip all those transform cards it's a real cost. I think it's kind of a neat design decision to have that Phyrexian mana be so prevalent in the limited format because like the battles make it so that a lot of the damage that would be going face is instead going to battles, which kind of prolongs the games. But at the same time, if you're spending life to transform your Phyrexian cards, then um, that life is still kind of getting chewed away here and there. So very interesting. I mean, I have both of my Praetors. I can't send this back, right? Probably just gonna get run over and die here. And it's gonna be a very unfortunate 1/3. But I mean, get the big boys. Opponent mulligan, so maybe there's hope. Maybe I draw some low drops. Okay, all right. This card attacks and blocks. If I draw swamp, I got 3, 4, 5. Invasion. This is the loot. Yeah, the rummage, the tormenting voice. On the back, it's the one that makes elementals. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 3/3. Card's pretty cool. Blighted Burgeoning. Incubate 2. This is a sorcery, isn't it? Well, I'll just hold this in case I draw Jin Cataxius, or in case I find a mana to play Jin Cataxius next turn. Renata. Lands, please. Can't cast either of those. Just Devotion to Green, yeah. Just playing gigantic creatures. Huh! And now we can cleanse something and draw a card. But then... yeah, then he just attacks. This thing is huge. Each other creature you... oh my god. Renata's so good. If I let her flip this, that's big. Man, this is wild. I don't think I can Temporal Cleansing here because then they get to flip that, and that's horrible for me. Yeah, I know it's my go, dude. So I can block there, chump. I should have attacked. That was the last thing I was thinking of. They're just all gigantic. There we go. There's some lands and spells. I'm not fighting with Jin Cataxius here. Yeah, I'm basically just trying to buy time and bury him under my value. Still no second black to play Shieldred. So I can vanquish one of these guys, draw a card. Play more creatures. I really need more black mana. Like, really, really need more black mana. What does that do? Incubate 4. Whenever you transform, you draw a card. That card seems great. Okay, so there's Swamp Cycler. So let's do that first, because we desperately need a second black source. So now I can play Gargantua and draw 2, which seems fine. I can play Shieldred. He sacks this thing. 4, 5, 6. I have 6 mana. I would really like to get rid of Renata. She's a massive issue here. But then so I could do Atris and then Final Flourish. If I attack with this, I'm just going to play Gargantua and pass. Alright, there's more swamps. 6, 7, 8. Return all non-Phyrexian. So those are Phyrexian. That's not Phyrexian yet. Oh no. Unfortunate. Oh man, this is This is wild. So that thing could be pumped to the moon. So I'm definitely flipping Shieldred this turn. So we're going to jump. We're going to kill this. 3 creatures will die. I'll draw 3 cards with Rune Eyes. When Shieldred flips, I get to destroy target creature or planeswalker. Yeah. Yep. It's 5 mana to flip this. Yeah, let's do that. Kill Renata. For 2 flash. Blue or black, look at the top 4. And he gets a permanent? Okay. Interesting. Just play out some creatures. This thing is going to win the game for us eventually. Man, that was kind of tragic. I do not feel like I played that game very well. But thank you for staying with me. If you have managed to stay with me and watching me fumble through that, but that is those Praetors, those are really something. So I love this. I I love this. I have enough going on early. I feel like this deck is great. I mean, having 2 Praetors kind of makes it great regardless, but man, that green deck sure can go big fast though. Holy smokes. Those are some big butts. I feel like OP should have been a lot more aggressive. Like even if I'm blocking and trading, like make me put Jin Cataxius in combat. Like I feel like he had attacks. Maybe I'll go back and watch that game again, but I feel like they probably could have attacked more than they did. Captive Weird. Yep, this is all great. Opponent mulliganed. This card seems super good. So 3, and that's 6? Man. Send to the gateway. Incubate 2, transfer an incubate token. Okay. Let's Do this. Incubate 4. I like playing 3/4 flyers for 4 mana. Yep. You got me. So I can land cycle, get a swamp, get the flyer. I kind of want a disturbing conversion this because I don't really have a good answer for it. So yeah, so let's... If I disturbing conversion that becomes a 0/4. This basically holds back his whole squad. So let's get a swamp. Make that tiny. Send the beatdowns. So if he blocks here, I just kill it. Okay. Inga, sure. Do this pre-combat in case I draw something that is helpful here. Could get the draw to Inga and a swamp versus... Yeah, I'll take 2 cards. Just send that. Next turn I get to play both of these, scry 3 and draw good things. Uh-oh. That's a lot of text. He just makes 3/2s every turn? What the hell? What is this card? What is this card? He's huge. 3/5. Exile target non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard. So he's got 2 more of those. Holy Stromboli. Alright, let's see what we got coming up. Let's find Final Flourish. Don't want either of those. He is very low on life. Got the draw 2 coming up. I'm at 14. He probably can't kill me. What does this thing do? So he sacrifices a spirit. He gets to play that. Invasion is the draw spell. Okay, that's all fine. Rouse Reinforcements is the dragon fodder. Send to the gateway. Disenchant, incubate 2, or just make a 2/2. He has no attacks. How many blockers do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd have to block a 1/1 with everything, which favors me. Has no more incubate tokens. Oh, and this has menace, so he's just dead? Oh no, because he gets a spirit. So let's draw 2. No. Don't spend all my blue mana. Thank you. So I do not have lethal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'd have to block basically one-on-one with everything, except he'd have to double block Atris. He can hit me back for 6. I think I'm just going to send the Flyers, play it safe. Maybe I miss lethal here. Oh, I could have done that. No, because that doesn't really do anything. What is he scroll shifting? Inga? Oh, he's scrying, digging for something to help him here. 3 bottom. Didn't find it. Anything? GG. Quintoria seems insane. You probably don't get the 3/2 if you don't exile a spell, right? I mean, there's a period and then it says create a 3/2. So maybe you do just always get a spirit. That's wild. I missed that whole section. I missed Strixhaven, that whole shebang. Cuz he's a Strixhaven card, I think. Uh gosh. This hand is pretty bad. I'm on the play. Um gosh. I feel like I get punished for hands like this. So if I draw an island, I go fail it into champion. That seems fine. That's a really good draw. Now any 2 lands, and I'm cooking. Invasion, top 5, a permanent. So Ixalan, 4, becomes a 4/3 belligerent Regisaur. 4/3 trample, and he becomes indestructible when you cast shit. Oh, incredible. Okay, I need an island. Island, and I'm cooking. That's not an island. Indestructible as long as it attacked a battle? Oh no. And it has reach? This card seems great. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That was terrible. And I'm drawing. Yep, so I should have mulliganed this hand, so this draft is gonna be over right quick. Unfortunate. He's got Renata too? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Oh boy. And I still don't draw a land. It's like, couldn't possibly be worse. I guess I can chump this. I take 4. Chump this. He plays nothing. He didn't play nothing. He kills the thing. I have 0 creatures. What does this turn into? Number of lands he controls. Okay, so it's just a gigantic creature. Ha! We did it. It's going to be too little too late, but we did it. So do we have outs here? We can play the Colossus, the Gargantua. Let's just do that. And we can trade with one of his things. If he attacks, there's the islands. All right, so I mean, if he has stone, nothing, good game, he says. Yeah, I mean, a removal spell. Okay, yeah, GG. All right. Okay, yep, that was a beating. All right, friends. Well, we didn't do very well with our first draft here, despite having ridiculous bombs in our deck. I'm not 100% sure what I did wrong, but probably a lot. I'm gonna have to look back on this and see because yeah, I mean it's just a bad keep in the third loss. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back. Gonna try to do one of these every day. Thanks a lot. Take care.